So this next comic will take you back to school. Please welcome Chase Ingram.
What's going on, TKs? How we doing? You guys look great. Which is fantastic because I cannot deal with rude people. Like the tweakers in San Antonio. I love looking at them and they're like, just come on, give me some cash, man. You did this to yourself. Get your own money. I see you tweaking over there. And you catch them tweaking, so they switch up and start tweaking at you. Cocaine isn't easy, you know. Speaking of cocaine, my school, it's not what you think, I promise. My school sells these really good cookies. You know, they're soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside, like a milkshake if you start with the cup. And one day they stopped selling them, and so I waited. When they finally came back, I was first in line. One cookie, please. Lunch lady looked at me like I was a fat dog waiting on a treat. Someone's waiting for these cookies. Hey, I worked hard for this. Cocaine isn't easy, you know. But the lunch ladies really aren't as bad as some of the teachers. Like the math teachers, they might be on cocaine too. Can you imagine that? You get to class and all the teachers are like doing coke lines with their credit cards. All right, class, let's get out our homework. But Miss Johnson, my math teacher, is the worst. She's insane. She comes into class one day and she hits us with this absolute bomb. Now, I wouldn't ever kill my brother, but there was no but that can save you from landing yourself in a penitentiary, ma'am. You choose your words carefully. But if I did, here's how I would do it. At this point, she is admitting to a crime. Admitting to a crime. The crime is being admitted to. It happened. I would start by poisoning him over dinner. Which, first of all, if it didn't work on Rasputin, what makes you think it would work on your fat brother? He'd think it's a fireball. Olay! And then I would chop him up into little pieces. This is a true story, by the way. I chop him up into little pieces. She's comparing her brother to A5 Wagyu. Which is funnier when I don't explain it. Don't think too hard. And then I would scatter him across the country. Well, Miss Johnson, maybe if you leave a map behind, Nick Cage can film National Treasure 3, The Foot of Wonders. But she's not nearly as bad as my history teacher. Not you, Mr. Milhouse. It's okay. You can rest easy. Because Miss Wilson assigns us the worst projects I've ever seen. The worst. All right, class, today we are going to be designing an amusement park themed on World War II. And I'm like, oh boy. Because when I go to an amusement park, the first thing I think is, oh, I really want to go on a ride about D-Day. All right, folks, line up for the Pearl Harbor Plunge, where you experience a peaceful journey until you get rocked by an explosion from someone you thought was your friend. Or how about the Axis of Evil Teacups, where the spinning isn't nearly as gut-wrenching as dodging the political crisis. Because political crisis really is like motion sickness. I think to myself, it needs to give me some personal space. Just a little bit. The fan favorite, Hiroshima, the ride. It's very loud and bright, so for your safety, we recommend you wear sun protection. SPF 10,000. Instead of Mickey Mouse walking around, the character we had taking pictures with the kids was Joseph Stalin. Miss Wilson lost her mind. Are you crazy? Stalin was a murderer, a dictator. He had a ruthless empire. Oh, really? I went to Disney World the other day. You know who I saw walking around? Darth Vader. For those of you who don't know, Darth Vader is Joseph Stalin, but he's really cool. So I'm thinking to myself, Miss Wilson, how about this? If I give Joseph Stalin a really big empire with people that can't aim right, would he be cool? Oh, wait. What if I gave him a gigantic superweapon that could wipe out a civilization? Oh, wait. He sure checks off a lot of boxes, doesn't he? All he needs now is just a red lightsaber. Destroy America. She said she was going to fail us up until we pitched an idea for a video game themed on the COVID-19 pandemic. We called it Nobody is Out on the Street Fighter. And it made an A. My name is Chase Ingram. Thank you so much.